Hello and welcome to another pre-recorded edition of Dyson's Field Programme, and as to establish, yes, I do love the live chat, and I'll be doing Euro Truck Simulator on Wednesday. But for the moment, I've got found myself another planet here in, where is this? Lambda Capricorni, which has organic crystals. And why do I want organic crystals? Well, I think it's the Casimir crystal. So the advanced recipe is grating crystals, graphene and hydrogen. However, I've only managed to find 2 deposits there, and it's really not enough. So the other recipe is 1 titanium crystal, 2 graphene and 12 hydrogen. How do you make a titanium crystal? Well, to make a titanium crystal, you need an organic crystal, which you can manufacture on the line, and you need titanium. Well, I've got loads of titanium, so let's blast off. Okay, so let us blast off. So we got the Hero planet and crude oil, yeah, got some water, got some hydrogen. And this was the brilliant idea I had thought, well, this is a nice, I mean, look at it, it's pretty much island, the planet. And I thought to myself, pollution's not modelled in this game, but let's pretend it is. So, yeah, I'm happy to mine crude oil because, I mean, that just uses electricity, which is produced by burning hydrogen. And where does that hydrogen come from? Lambda Capricorni 3? Yeah. But anyway, let's blast off. And, Lambda, so where we got? Lambda Capricorni. Angel Tinar, no. Kelb, yeah. Now, mind you, I could do the organic crystals in Kelb because lots of titanium's there. And then what? Just have like one go from there to there. Yeah, but I did just make a whole bunch of power production on Storm. Yeah, okay, let's go back to Storm. Oh, and oh no, I haven't got my infinite energy cheat. Well, I'll tell you what, it's possible to do these trips with just deuterium fuel rods, but it's a bit of a pain in the arse. So, now, if you were clever, what you could do is just go, alright, what can I easily get to with one warp jump? Make a star system and power production some wireless charging poles, then you can just very quickly recharge and blast off again. But there it is. It's got another 10 light years to get there. But anyway, got my unlimited energy, so blast off again. And there we go, maximum speed. So if I turn the energy off, let's see what we've got. Now, what's in the fuel chamber? Just deuterium fuel rods, okay. That's it, I need some more deuterium. Oh. Whoops. I didn't mean to go out of warp. Oh well. Back in warp. If I make deuterium fuel rods, I need titanium alloy, which I'm producing there, deuterium, which I've got super magnets. Okay, so I'm going to have a little facility for producing deuterium fuel rods. Just I suppose I can do it. I already have a facility just not much different. Anyway. Warp engine shuts down. You're out of power, mate. Oh, look at that. We got ourselves a pretty sight. 0.93. I don't know about you, but that seems a bit far away from my life. Now, mind you, this isn't a good place to produce hydrogen fuel rods because, not hydrogen fuel rods, that's those. See, that's just got solar panels, but the other one has got something, so let's go to the other one. so you need deuterium, and the only I can make deuterium here with the particles. But really, should I be focusing that, or should I be focusing on titanium crystals? I should be focusing on titanium crystals. That's my question. So here I am, back on the planet. What about you? Can you request deuterium? Demand it? Hey, look. There's somewhere around here. We've got some deuterium. And of course, there it is. So, you know what? Cancel supply. There we go. And they're all going to go back with the deuterium. Excellent. Excelente. Now, interstellar logistics system. So we'll have one of those. Pop it down there. And I think that wireless pole's not going to charge up. So next up we do that. 100% satisfied. Look at that, 607 megawatts. Isn't that good? When will I get a planet with a whole gigawatt of energy? So I'm going to do remote storage, bring it down to 100 and do local demand. Nothing coming, so do remote demand. There we go, we got something coming. Now we want organic crystals, so we do remote demand for those. Like that. We'll send the distance to enable warp to be half an AU because why not? And these aren't flying out because they've got no warpers, but anyway, there's a whole bunch of organic crystal coming in. Well, I want some titanium to go with that, so titanium. Can I do local demand? Get out of town. Really? Alright. Remote demand on that and all. So just do local storage then. I'm surprised I've not got I've got titanium here, which I could exploit. Yeah, I could exploit it, but I just haven't. So where's this titanium going to come from, eh? I mean, don't think... Well, there is some shuttles coming there, but they're going to come from Kelm, aren't they? Kelm, yeah. Yeah, I think they come from Kelm. Anyway, so what do we need for a titanium crystal? We need the following. That and that. Alright, so this is going to be very simple. Let's pause it there. One titanium manufacturing facility done. Now, as you may notice, not much is happening because the titanium ingots are taking their sweet time to arrive. And where are they coming from? I mean, I think they must be going out of system. So look, there's one. And it's going to this one here. So there must be some titanium ingots there. But you know what? There's plenty of titanium in our own solar system. So let's set up some local mining and smelting. I mean, with 620. Well, how many megawatts of power do I have again? Let's click on one of these. I've got a generation capacity 612 megawatts. Yeah, I think I can afford a few smelters. And we're back. Yes, we are. So I've established a few mining outposts here on this planet. So here's our titanium facility, and as you can see there, it's all fully stocked. So what we need now is, well, we've got a titanium crystal facility. That's good. We want, remind me, not the Casimir crystal, that one, but the Casimir crystal like this. So we're going to have graphene, hydrogen, and the titanium crystals. And you know what? I'm going to put it right there so that the drones won't have long to fly from one place to the other. So let's pause it whilst I do this because you know what? It's tedious and I want to listen to the Bible. Okay, so here is our Casimir crystal facility. Hello, man. Sorry, bit of an inside joke. 3 lanes. No, really, the because it uses so little graphene, I could really have had the factories doubling up. Then I'd have saved 3 lanes, and then, yeah, I could have done that. I could have done it, but the main thing, and why this doesn't extend very far, is because of hydrogen. So now we're going to change this to, you're going to store, that is going to be local demand, that is going to be remote demand, and this one is going to be local storage. So let us change this. So you go remote demand, you go local demand, you go remote demand, and you go local demand. Yeah, we've got some here. Let's do a remote demand as well. So big flare of activity, things coming in. And where is the hydrogen coming from? So I don't see anyone flying there at the moment, but because this uses so much hydrogen, we'll do a local demand as well, and then more hydrogen comes in, because I know of somewhere I've got a hub right next to the other Casimir crystal facility, which just provides it more hydrogen. There it is, you see. So we got why is it that one? Well, anyway, that one crusts hydrogen. Ah, yeah, because you see, there's the Casimir crystals. So there they go. There's some drones with more hydrogen, and we've got a big thing there, and we're just waiting for a supply of hydrogen now. So we've got the graphene, we've got the titanium crystals, and any second now, there it is. Here comes our first shipment of hydrogen. And out comes the hydrogen, like so. There we are. And, oh dear. Most of it works. See, these ones are working. Just about getting some hydrogen, barely getting it, but they're getting some. It's just here, I've done it wrong, you see, so they're outputting to this one, and they're not to that. So that's okay. I can change this. So this one, so that's putting in hydrogen. That's absolutely fine. We'll put titanium crystals outside here. Yes. So this one, you output titanium crystals. Go there to make it a bit more symmetrical. Really, it's a lot like designing a circuit board. There are sometimes where you go, well, I didn't need to follow that path, but it lines up with the other one, which makes it look neater. And even if no one sees your handiwork, it does make finding things a bit easier. So this one should be an output. Right, so we are going to just deconstruct all of that. I now have a bunch of titanium crystals, which I can't put in because it's full. So not to worry, I'll do something about that. We just need to supply the output. So you see, it's really not being able to cope. And it's just because it's a case of, yeah, we need hydrogen. Now mind you, I have said it can remote supply with hydrogen. So let's see what's going on there then. There should be some shuttles. Yep, and there's one. It's just coming, and it's going to there. But you've got some shuttles. They're going down to the surface. Well, the atmosphere of the gas giant, and then they're coming back. So what? Do I do another one? I think I'm going to do another one right next door to it. It's going to have to be an interstellar because that's the only way we can get stuff to and from the gas giant. Seems a bit odd really, but there you have it. Let's put that in there. Hydrogen, I want you to do a remote demand, and they will all fly off to pick up hydrogen. Now, I am lacking logistics drones, and I am lacking the materials to make one. So let's just magically up some of those. Drones. There we go, there's there's 100. Now, pop that in there. There we are. Drones. We don't know the drones are that. And no warpers in this, they're just purely, all 10 of them picking up 600 hydrogen each. Hope there's some technology which will improve that. So, you see we've got a bit more communication now and there. There's something coming back. And let's just observe that. So yeah, those drones picking up hydrogen. More drones picking up hydrogen. And soon we should see shuttles come back with hydrogen. Hydrogen. And there we go. There's some drones and they're providing hydrogen. So if we click on this. Yep, Casimir crystals, slowly but surely they are being made. So that's good because the optical grating crystals, I've only found a few deposits, and this way, oh look at that, even, oh I thought that was commanding hydrogen as well. Just pop those in there because I don't need them. So yeah, we've got, yeah, it seems to have a fair few crystals come out, titanium crystals that is, and then over here we see we've got a little flurry of activity. Now, conveyor belts would be more rapid, however, I suppose I could actually do that, yeah. Say for example this one, I think I could combine it with that. Yes, I'm going to combine it with that. Oops, I picked up while I tried not to. That's okay, I'm going to make it loop all around. This. Whoops. Oh well. I've done it now. That. You output the crystals here. Like so. And some crystals coming in. So now we've got one open door for the stuff. Pop those in there. There we go. So now if I take a one there, and hydrogen's the only thing that's coming, so do that, like so. Wow. So now hydrogen is coming in, but it's going out 3 times as fast as it's going in, so we will need additional drones, but it's just nice to know that there'll be a constant trickling in of the hydrogen there. Very nice. So we look there and see, yep, we've got 3 of the shuttles are on. So I assume there's like some interstellar shuttles coming from Cal with in fact, yep, there's a shuttle just coming. I keep calling them shuttles because they're shuttling things back and forth. So in my mind, that is a shuttle. What else we got? So I know I've got something in Cal. Well, Cal's already started. So our radar. Brachium didn't do anything. Comebinesis, don't know. There's stuff coming from Algenib, which I imagine is the optical grating crystal. Yeah. Not much communication going on at the moment, but there will be when the next thing comes up. And so let's have a look at this. Graviton lens I know I'm making. It's the quantum chip I need to make, so I need a plane filter. Have I built a plane filter? Casimir crystals and titanium ingots. So that's really the next thing. Not going to use that one. So I'll just move over here and make yet another factory. Another interstellar hub factory there, and this one's going to be interstellar because I think it's kelp where I have my graviton lenses. Let's just check what ingredients you need for that. You need diamonds and you need strange matter. Yeah, it's kelp. So I'm going to have the green cubes built here, which means graviton lenses have to be imported, and then I'm going to have. From the green cubes, I'm just going to have one factory making warpers with them, and the other green cubes are going to be imported back to Kelp to go into the matrix labs. And hey, green science, were heard. So one of the things I've done here, and it's a bit of a bodge. I don't think I can put a splitter in there, can I? No, not really. I mean, I could bring them out and do that. Okay, let's bring it out and do that then. So we'll have, what, like that? Yeah, I think that's it. No, because it still collides with another object. So we'll do one of these, yeah. And, oh, you know what? Very situational is that one. Not sure it's particularly useful. At least it's not in this context, it's not. So I think it should work a bit the other way. So if I do that, do that, do that. To rise up a bit, so we'll just go down again. Right, so this one is now going like that, and it just, I was being clever because I was going, oh, these only makes, now this is an assembly machine Mark III, this is the end game, the fastest assembly you can get. Am I right there? Just have a look. That's right, that is the fastest assembly you can get. So 7.5 a minute, really not that fast. So I thought, well great, in that case, these lanes, look, I'm even using the slow, well, medium slow sensors. I thought, great, you can share a lane there, and then likewise these share a lane there. Nothing's happening because of this, right? I'm going to need a bit more wiggle room, so we'll do just like that. Go like that. Yeah, I know, so let's do steep, so that's what we're going to do there. Right, and then we'll do that. Oh no, look, that's good. So now, do I have those? Yep, get rid of that. And titanium glass, we'll pop it in there. Plane filters, pop them in there. So there we go. Now, I'm going to have to extend this one a lot, because it's really not going to be using that much. So pause it again, and I'll come back. So here I have my my facility, and as you can see, it's full of plane filters, but no titanium glass. And it's like, are you sure? Absolutely sure. Are you sure? You sure? Are you sure? So, why is there no titanium glass? I have a theory it's due to lack of water. And my theory will be proven right as soon as I can do this. So water is going to escape from there. And you shall provide water. You supply water. There we go. Do I have titanium glass being produced? So that no one's going to pick it up. Do I have titanium glass? Surely one of these facilities is titanium glass, right? Well, there it is. So you want glass, and you want. So let's just go to this one. So that is, well, it's. So here is our titanium glass. It relaxed glass. Okay, so where are we manufacturing glass? Why therefore do we not have glass? Well, that's produced glass, and that's got plenty of glass. Oh, whoops. Right, so for whatever reason, that was happening. So let us ameliorate that right now. Oh, that was unfortunate. Anyway, now we have titanium. We have plenty of glass coming in, and oh, you like titanium? Oops. I would like those. I don't think I'm going to use those ones anymore though. And we'll have those. Yes. Yes, that's what we'll have. We shall have those. Yes. Yes, quite. So, now we have the manufacturing of titanium glass again, which is very good, because it didn't, because for whatever reason I set that to local storage. I don't know why. I'm glad that was easy to resolve. So yeah, this facility, well, it can always be doubled up. I can always just go, here's another one, put it there, or do that. Because, yeah, we got those. Shall I do that? Shall I do a double? Do I need a double? You know what? I think I need a double. So I'm going to double up on this. I'll be right back. Okay, so we have our duplicated facility. Wouldn't it be so nice if I could just say, well look, all of this is connected together, so I'm just going to shift click this interstellar hub and place it there. Oh boy, that would be such a nice feature. Just literally shift click, oh, all of this stuff here, or maybe a lasso click, like I'm going to lasso from there to there. Okay, everything that's there, all those entities, I'll copy it, and I'll even copy the settings. Like you see, you got what's coming out, that, and then all that stuff. Now nothing's happening here at the moment because I've not told it to demand anything. So let's change that right now. Demand, 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 and you shall supply. So let's go demand, demand, demand. Now we see our shuttles. They are interstellar logistics vessels. Yeah, I'm going to call them shuttles, mate. So off they go, and zoom. Where you zooming to? You're going to Kelb. Yes, there's water on Kelb. I mean, there's water on other planets, but they seem to like that one. So there you have it. Maybe they're going to pick up titanium. Well, we shall see. So there we go, there's our first batch of titanium coming out, and any minute now. Why don't you have glass? And look, that there is glass. Yeah, you've got glass. You've got glass. You have no glass. For some reason, it didn't copy with this bit in it. Well, not to worry. Let's just fix this by hand. Fixing it by hand, doing the Lord's work, fixing by hand. Mustn't work on the Sabbath day. That's wrong. So work also means like you can't open or close doors because that's a lever, and the Levites have said using a lever counts as work. Electricity is fire, and that counts as work, so you can't turn a light switch on and off. But apparently there is such a thing called a kosher light switch, in that you touch it and there's a chance the light might turn on, there's a chance it might not. So really it's not you that's turned the light on, therefore you can sort of turn a light switch on maybe if it feels like it, and that way maybe you'll keep the Sabbath. So it seems they're getting titanium from out of the planet, I would say, because that titanium is taking its sweet time to get there. Speaking of which, everything else, I think that local store of water is gone now. So if I just go, it was one of these interplanetary hubs. So, yeah. There we go. There's still a bit of water there. And as we can see, no, there's no water in that one. And there's still just a little bit of water left in there. So there it goes, it runs out. And that's right. There we go. So now all the water has to be imported off planet. Yeah. Don't understand why it's not. Unless there's no titanium on the planet because demand is greater than what the planet produces. That is a very real possibility. Let's see. Now that's got all the titanium ones. That's got extra hydrogen. That's got titanium crystals. I mean, I've got a smelter here. Yeah, here we go. Here's a fairly big smelter of titanium. And it's got loads. It's like, well, look, there's loads there. So, I mean, the shuttles are all busy. The drones are sort of busy. I mean, let's follow them to where they go. Look at even at this flight rep still faster than these drones. And they're going to. Oh, they are actually going here. So there we go. It's sending another consignment of that, and we got that titanium glass. That is good. That is good. That makes me happy. What's our glass? So you see our production there is adequate. So we got a plain filter, plain old filter we got. So we need for green science again a quantum chip. Quantum chip is plain filter and its processors, right? So we're going to need 2 ingredients and 1 output. Not going to do it there actually. I'm going to do it just here. Yeah, here we'll do. We're going to immediately need some power. I'm going to say you can have all the power you want. And there we go. So pop those in, like so. Now. We want processors and plane filters. So plane filters, we demand those. Processors. So we'll do a local demand for that. Remote storage. And you do local demand, nothing there. Remote demand, there. There is. Some's coming from interstellar. Where in the interstellars, I don't know, but it's coming. So nothing's coming from Scorpio 3, so it's probably coming from Kelb. Yep. And this should be fairly simple, right? It's just going to be 2 lanes out, 1 lane in. Oh yeah, and that's the point. What's the end result of this? Quantum chips. That's it. So quantum chips. Oh, of course you won't jump out because you don't have warpers. So where's a quantum chip? There it is. You local supply, remote supply, and then some warpers. We'll just do. Yep, that, and then you do local demand, remote storage. There. So now these shuttles will be able to jump off into hyperspace and warp space, hyperspace, get out of my space. Oh, it's a very funny joke you made there. Yes, I agree. It was quite very droll. Yes. So I'll put one in there. And good. Yes. Processors. Have I made this a bit too compact? No, it can get in there. Excellent. So, we'll just extend that out a bit. Now I get the feeling this might be a long one, because if plane filters does it 7.5 a second, we shall see what the production statistics is on this one. So we'll pop you in there. Now, go. Last one in. Oh, it's raining. Bloody rain. Bloody cold rain. Bloody bloody. Bloody bloody. Bloody bastard rain. Smelly bastard rain. Oops. No, not an output. It's an input. Let's try that again, shall we? And there come the first shuttles from Cal processing. Oh, they're fast, aren't they? We've got some shuttles leaving. 7 of them have left. And now they're jumping off to Kelb. Yep. A lot of communication between the home system and this one, which makes sense. So now you make me a quantum processor, quantum chip. There we go. So now do that. Oh, and it's producing and it's making. We haven't got enough power. My God, we don't have enough power. We're actually consuming. That is a lot of power being consumed, and it's probably due to the my God. So you know what? Time to pause and do some more power. So I am back after having ameliorated the power situation. Instead of 600 megawatts of power, I now have 1 gigawatt of gamma waves which are behaving. I need to stop making references to CL 2021. It's a good cartoon, I recommend you watch it, especially as we're now in the year 2021. So let us take this, which produces 15 a minute. That's twice as fast as the plane. What's that thing? Plane filter? Yeah, that makes 7.5 a minute. So you need twice as many of those factories to upkeep this factory. We shall require power. So let's have that. Providing its battery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I think I'll just do one more like that. And I can always expand these factories later on if production is insufficient. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of those. Copy that. And wow, this is all a fairly standard design now. You know, it's with these factories where you've got 2 inputs and 1 output. That's very good. So one side of this provides what one needs. So processors out. Yeah. Go as far as there. Yeah. And then let me see. Next one needs to come out is plane filter. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So do 4. Go there. And then an output lane coming back, going in. Like so. And now thanks to the new and improved copy and surges mod, I could just take one of those and then make it line up more or less. Like so, and look at that, it even gives me a ghost outline showing where the insert is going to be, or source is not called, so it's factorial priors. It's a tool which inserts something into something, and therefore it is an inserter. And inserts my interest into this game. So we'll do another one coming. How will we do it? I think, you know what, I'm going to do it slightly different. I'm going to have one there, and then I'm going to have one there, and then I'm just going to replicate these and these for the 4th one. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll do a 4th line, and rather than pausing this, I'm just going to do it so you can see the method of the processor. Revelation of the method, yes. I finished the book in Nehemiah, in the Old Testament. And I was like, right, I don't want to listen to this anymore for now. I'm going to listen to the Book of Enoch. And it's interesting, in the first chapter it says the book will be for a distant generation, which I find interesting, as the Book of Enoch was only found and translated with the discovering of the Dead Sea Scrolls, which coincided with the Rosetta Stone. No, we don't want an output, this is going to be an input. So 1948, I believe it was. So yeah, that is an interesting time. I was talking, or rather my dad was talking to me about nuclear bombs, and he reckons that was a warning or a beacon which shone to, and he calls them aliens. I don't know what to call these creatures. They're not human, but they are intelligent. And maybe saying they're wicked's the wrong thing, but at the same time, they're not. I don't think they're friendly. So yeah, I would avoid them if at all possible. But unfortunately, when you start doing things like atomic bombs, which knock on the portals of reality, these creatures, leprechaun, fae, folk, demon, jinn, whatever you want to call them, they start paying attention, and it's like, okay, alright, hey, do you want some of this? Hey, check out this thing. We called it the Pentium processor. My dad reckons they discovered that in Roswell, back in the late 1940s, early 1950s. And from which they reverse engineered an integrated circuit, and then they because he reckons like something of the equivalent power of a Pentium processor. I don't think, no, he means like the original like 1990s one, which could do quite a lot of interesting stuff, or if he means like subsequent processors we got now which are used for artificial intelligence. But I got talking with him about it, because I said, well look Dad, I reckon, Father, these Arabs believe that quartz crystals are the prisms of jinn, and a pure silicon crystal, I mean, now quartz is pure silica, and much to my surprise, the silica used in photovoltaic cells and integrated circuits, it's not just sand from the desert, it's got too many impurities in it which are not easy to sort, because you can't do it magnetically. You probably could do it centrifugally, because I know with desert sand they extract zirconium from it, and I think they use an electrostatic sorter to do it. I don't know how it works, but it does. Yeah, so they have to use quartz crystals in order to make an purified silicon, which transistors and integrated circuits, photovoltaic cells, all dependent upon. And that's not going to output anywhere, because I haven't put an output lane. So let's do an output lane. Like so. So here's the thing, right? They were suitable, like, distrust, is that the correct word? They had a distrust of crystals for the spirits contained within. And considering the sort of people that talk about crystal healing, it strikes me as witchcraft. You can yeah, well, why is it that all the people that are into crystal healing look like witches and talk like witches and believe in things witches do? I mean, if it quacks like a duck, waddles like a duck, maybe it's a duck. Honestly, when do people get this idea that you're not supposed to like make prejudice? I mean, a prejudice is something ingrained into ourselves because it's like, hey, you know what? There are actually times when you don't have like months to make a nuanced decision based on that individual. and you need to just work with like existing patterns you have, and that is why we discriminate and why we have prejudice. So, you know what? If it's there, it's probably there for good reason, and it's probably worked in what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not saying it's a perfect system. I'm saying it's a system which has worked, and evolution has said, yep, that's a trait. Which could carry on. Now, I think this factory can already be expanded, but if we look here, we see we've got an accumulation of those. So I want to do the next factory, which I'm going to do right over here, and this is going to be, finally, our green science. Quantum chips graviton lens. So let us do that, and I'm very excited to do this with you guys, so that is why you're going to see it here. So I'll put that in first of all, we'll give it some power, give it some juice. Yeah, we've got some juice. And, hey, you know what killed the dinosaurs? Me! I keep thinking it's like the Ice Age. That was a funny film. It wasn't a very good film, but it was funny. So local demand, no, nothing there. Remote demand. Oh, I see. So the graviton lenses are not there, aren't they? And then finally, green science, and then a space warper. And you're going to do a local demand for space walkers, and you're going to do remote supply. And what we're going to do is the green science here, let's just bring it down to that, we can always put it to 10,000 later. So this is going to provide green science, but then I'm going to do a thing what takes the green science, a little interplanetary hub yard. Yeah. I'm going to do that. Minimum load of drones, yep, that's fine. So you request green science, have just 1,000, and then you export warpers, like so. So let's just do very simple, just a bit of green science goes out, and I'm pretty sure it's done in a replicator. So green science goes out, and then warpers go back in like that, and then we'll put one of those. Go on, spoil you, and that will provide all of the warpers which our interstellar empire needs. Yes. So you warpers of that sort. Copied. There we go. And yep, that's going to supply them. So we're going to have to go to Calc to get the things we need. So next one up is that. Do that. And that. And we'll do one go in. One goes in. Like that. Okay, so that's done. So do this. So in, out. And your recipe shall be. Oh yeah, it's not. I keep thinking about replicators, but no, this is not a replicator. This is a research. So we take one of these, and produce this one for me, please. Right, so we go in, and we do one like that. You shall provide us quantum chips. Yeah, do that. Do that. Now, I think the way to do this is to go dot, and up, do it a different way, he says. Yes, I think there's a way I can do this, and I shall see if I'm correct. So we'll do one of these. Yeah. And then we'll go like that. It's okay that it's like, well, can I improve on that? So quantum chip goes there. Yeah. And then graviton lens comes out here. This will work fine, maybe. And then this one will be input. And do that. So on this one, filter, yeah, and green science. Okay. So, question is, can I get a matrix lab closer? I can get it that close. So you make a green, yeah. You make a green. So we'll do that. Now we need some output, so you shall output, and I think that'll be sufficient for what we are doing. So now, let us, because it just clips through the building. Oh, that's a nice tall stack. And then we'll just do a satellite substation there, and that'll provide us with power. There we go. So they've taken in quantum chips, and it says it makes 2.5 every minute. So if there's a stack of 10, that's producing 25 every minute. So no graviton lenses are coming in. Now we could produce graviton lenses locally, but I think for the moment the graviton lens is diamond and wait. It's going ahead and it's producing them already. It's for some reason, it's doing that thing where it's going to make stuff even though it shouldn't do. I mean, it's nice that it's working. And each of these is using 4.8 megawatts. So there we go, there's some green science. And so local supply, remote supply, and this I want you to demand some. So there it goes, they're demanding some. They fly over there, go down there, there comes the green science, and then 9 a minute shall come out with warpers. There we go, there's warpers. So I think we'll extend this a bit further. I mean, it's good to know it works, but yeah, we'll do that. So we'll go back to Cal, where I'm producing graviton lenses. Don't know where exactly I'm producing them, so my guess it's going to be on one of the Gelisol planets, as they call them. There we go. And then we'll take that, yeah. Put it there. And there we have it. We've got, let's say minimum load of drones is 10%. So they'll just pick up some warpers and say here, for example, we've got plenty of warpers. We'll do that. We'll do local demand remote supply. There we go. Lovely and jumpy. Right, let's get to Cal. Where would Cal be? Beta reticulate, there's Cal. So I've got to speed up a bit, get out of the range of the star, or we're going to have power. Right, there we go. That's good to know. So the theory I've got going in my head is that, especially with the emergent AI systems we've got now, ones which are shaping our social media, which really does do a number on people and the way they communicate and interact with one another. I reckon these artificial intelligence systems is a gestalt entity of these jinn which are captured in integrated circuits. I say that, and I'm just thinking of all the integrated circuit, all the jinn which would be in these electronics. So, that's food for thought. We think we've tamed them, but then again they probably acting dormant, and our world has changed a lot. No, my dad reckons that we skipped about 800 years of technological innovation with the reverse engineering of the integrated circuit. I can't imagine what 8 centuries of 8 centuries of valves would have been like, but I reckon they were probably those all very fast. Right, so here we are on really dark out the way world. We've got silicon crystals. Actually, the best way to do it is to sort of zoom out. Got processors, yeah. Got the iron veins which are running out. That's okay, we'll go to another pack of iron. What's over here? Electromagnetic coils. I suppose a quick way of doing it would just be, for example, this. No, not that one. Let's just get a little hub. This is too close to other things. Yeah, so pop on there. Right, and then pop some shutters in. And then just say with this one, graviton lens, demand it. And yep, there's graviton lenses here, and they seem to be going that way. Graviton lenses are down there, right. Clear. Okay. Oh, I'm getting 30 logistics drones. What happened to the other 20? They vanished and crashed into the ground. So if I come over here, there are graviton lenses and local supply remote demand. Right, so it's not this one. Ah. But we are producing here as well. So you know what? We get still, and there's warpers here, so I don't understand why they can't warp over to the other one and say, because look, I mean, what's the maximum charging power? Distance to enable warp, transfer range of vessels unlimited. Well, I don't understand why they're not going to Scorpio with the graviton lenses, because because I'm not doing remote supply, I'm doing remote demand. Let's go remote supply as well. So there we go, they're going off to do that. And these two lines of graviton lenses, I'm going to just change that there. There we go, we now have 2 lines of graviton lenses coming through. And they're producing 15 rightio. So graviton lenses, off they go. Pop those in there. And I'm going to upgrade these belts. There we go, belt is upgraded. And yeah, that's it for now. So we've got diamond, and we've got that. So that's local demand, local supply. So what I think I'm going to do the same thing with this. We're going to have a little We'll do it with this. This should be enough. Because I only need 2 ingredients. We need diamond, we need strange matter, right? And then we're outputting graviton lenses, like so. Okay, so we'll do that. And I'm going to pause here whilst I make this graviton lens factory. So we have our facility here for the graviton lens. So let's say we demand, and the minimum weight of drones make it 100%. Oh, and we'll probably add some drones in there. There we go. So there we go to pick up strange matter, which is being made over there. More of these. So it's like an item. So it's making 7.5 million change, which is increased that much. So yeah. So I can do that. Recording. No, pause recording. Pause recording. No, still recording. So once more we're back, and got myself a fusion reactor set up, and we've got 844 megawatts here, which is good. And if you look here at graviton lens facility, we're alright on strange map, we're not on diamonds, so we need to find, we the royal we, is there coal there? There's coal there, so let's go to Suha radar and go get myself a coal facility. So, cow, and where would it be? Let's try a bit more. That's 9 light years away. Now that one, it's right behind me. There it is. Be able to afford to do that trip on what I've got. I'm not using any power access. Well, let's fix that. Then I'll go back to Kelvin, and once I've got the coal going into energized graphite, which will then go into diamonds. So let's go to number 1. There's number 1. So there's a bit of coal there, there ain't much. Let's go to planet number, well, planet 2 is a is just a hopefully there's a bit more than that. Hopefully there's a moon. Yep, there's a moon. Let's land on the moon, and so the moon has got coal, but really not much. There's only not even 1 million coal. It's so where else could we go? We could go. There's Calb, and there's an M-type star. 47 Triangle Australis. 47 Triangle Australis. Lambda, Calb. 47 Triangle Australis. Let's go there then. Power up and speed up. Come on, let's get out of the gravitational line. Obviously got ourselves a what's the word I'm looking for there? An autosave. Hopefully you guys that mechanism enjoyed their New Year celebration. this? This is an arid desert with a little bit of coal, not much coal. Arid desert. It's not just any desert, it's an arid desert. Any sandworms? Doesn't look like it. Ah, but that green one means jungle, which means you've got hydrocarbons there of some sort. Well, I think there's someone taking so we've got crude oil, we've got 11 million coal. This is where we want to be then. So let's have first of all, a interstellar logistics hubby buddy. I'll put it over there, like so. And yep, there's no power for the moment, but we shall ameliorate this very, very soon. That's going to be annoying. Don't request anything just yet. Actually, yeah, do request something. So we're going to request deuterium, and we're going to export diamond. And yeah, put 300 megawatts. No, the maximum I could do would be 90. I think one of them. Yep, 90. Go do that. Distance turnover warp is that. Oh yeah, we want warpers as well. So we'll request a small amount of warpers. I'll actually make it 600 because that will be a full load on the thing. Now, I have warpers on me. There we go. I can put some in there. And I've got some of that as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a deuterium fuel rods come out. Yeah. We're going to have some deuterium power. Like that. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. 4, there we go. 4. Like so. Now, put in some power there. Some there, some there. Fine, we'll put some power in there. There we are. That's got power. So just do that. So there's some power, 40% satisfaction, going in there to fill this up with lots and lots of power. So now let us build. I think 20 here is going to be more than enough power for what we need. Yep. Do that, now copy it. Yep. Let's copy, that's good. 5. You do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. There we go. So now you are going to local storage and you're going to remote demand. So there we are, got some shuttles which are going to come from what, Kelb? I think it'll come from Kelb. I mean, if I was a shuttle, that's, yep, so there's some shuttles coming in from Kelb. And we also want a local storage, remote demand, and there we go, we've got some of those coming along as well. Okay, so now that's done, it's just a case of the tedious bit of, let's have a whole bunch of facilities what do mine the coal, and then what transport coal. So this bit is going to be what I need from the foundation as well. So let's request foundation. There we are. Some shuttles are coming in with foundation. Jolly good. And have any of these left? Nope, still got 10 out of 10. Mind you, there's no warpers here, so they can't do the interstellar bits. And those ones have just left. Those must be the ones from Cal. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, they don't have the things there. I don't know where those things would be. Anyway, there we go. That's sort of fuel that one would need. So we've got ourselves 118 megawatts of power. Okay, that's good. Right, pause now and I'll come back when I've got all the coal veins tapped. So we are sometime later. Make note of the timer in the bottom right corner, you'll see how much is skipped ahead. We have here a facility that imports coal and turns it into this energetic graphite. So we are going to do something almost right next door. I'll pop it there. And what that shall do, it should import graphite and it shall export diamond. So we're going to repeat that over there. So I'll pause there and I'll come back in a bit. So I have here something which is a bit truncated, but it's trying to like be a mirror copy of that, but it can't extend that far due to the coal restriction. So let us tell this we wish to demand energetic graphite, and there we see the exchange taking place. Now graphite comes out and diamonds come out at rate 30 a minute, which is good because I think this makes it a 30 a minute as well. So there is diamond, and diamond already is being set for exportation. And let's see, those ones there, those ones with diamond. What about you? You are doing local supply and remote supply. So local demand of diamond, yeah. And I saw on this planet a vein. What's the vein called? The vein had a name. Organic crystals, that's it, yeah. So we'll just come here so that they can finish the task. This is the one. Organic crystal veins. So you do local demand for diamonds, and likewise, so if ever there's a demand for more organic crystals or diamond and such, so there goes one with diamond, and where's he off to? So just gathering up some speed, and then off zoom, away from the planet, and towards Kelb. I believe he's going towards Kelb. So yes, we have shipments of diamond on the way. That's a good sign. So they're going over here. And this is where we have our diamond. Now, I really hope in the future they can just do the lasso select, because the amount of time it's taken me to build that was over an hour, and I really don't want to repeat it that much. I want to just be able to go, copy that, place there. Copy that, place there. But as it is, our supply of coal is quite adequate. The supply of energetic graphite, likewise. And diamond, well, it's just doing its thing. It's just trying to improve that, trying to improve the process. So let's go to Cal. Now that we've established a foothold upon this planet. There's Cal. And when I go there, I want to go to the polar facility that does the research. So off we go towards Kelp. There's plenty of crude oil. I think I'll probably have another planet to do oil refining. Especially Kelp 2, which we started on. It's a big constraint. There it is. Look at that. It's not perfect, but that was pretty good, that was. the Northern Polar one? Nope, that's the equator. Is that it? This is the southern pole. There's our great big thing there. Here it is. Yeah. So we've already got them. Right, so we'll need to have another line go out. Now, how am I going to get this to work? It's got to come in here somewhere. So I need to do a belt which goes in. Yeah. Gonna put one there, one there. I think really the best way of doing it is if I could have a stellar hub inside. Is that possible? Yeah, it is. Well, alright. So I just want you to do local supply storage, so you're not requesting anymore. Now, you are saying that you want power, otherwise you won't do anything. But then, how are walkers going to get in there? If that's all it's requesting, then these can't go out. I'll have to do something nearby which requests walkers, like that one. So yeah, it's great, you can just about fit it in, but then what do you do? So this one, again, will do remote demand, and this one has walkers. Well look, we've just about got something where the walkers can come out from. Go around like that. Go like that. And then lack of item, so we shall magic up more of those. Magic, magic, magic. Magic, magic, magic. Let us go here. Oh look, it was too wide because it's one of those things where it intersects. So there, I've got warpers, so they can go up and press them on the insta places. Now, I want for those to come out, and then we'll do 2. This is going to be the tricky one. So, come in. It's not pretty, but it's working. I think in the future I may, because there's 6 total science. I think in the future I may do this different. I may have it as a line, because this one here, I mean, no, can't do that. So what? Do I want to do that? No. So that one's not going to get any green science, never mind. What about these? Are they as tall as they could be? Or, goodness me. good, right? We've got all we need, and it's just the unfortunate circumstance there where it's going a bit skewy-lowy. Surely I could do a better thing than that. Oh, that destroyed the entire thing, didn't it? Okay. Just come up slightly. Like that. There we go. Right, so this bit now I can fix. Which way does it go? Does it go this way or does it go the other way? Yep, it goes that way. So now I can go pop and pop those in there, so I'll put nothing more. There we are. So now let's do some research. Right, what research have we got? Well, we can do this. Dyson sphere stress system. Dyson sphere latitude limit, I don't know what that means. Planetary ionosphere utilization. This makes the ray receivers consume gravitometry to increase max power output. Okay, so we'll do that. Do that. God, that's fast, isn't it, in terms of research? Let's go to some upgrades. Universe Exploration Type 4. Mecha Core Type whatever. And then research is complete in these ones. Ray transmission efficiency. Yep, vertical construction, we can have even more labs. Veins utilization, research speed, can't do that because that's taking white science. We don't have white science. It's all about this. It's coming out, yep, and it's going. So we just still got a lot of science which we've built in those boxes which aren't really being used, but that's okay. Because sooner or later they have to come to an end, and when they do, we can use the ones brought here. But I mean, that is planetary ionosphere. Yes. So you can put graviton lens into the ray receivers, and that uses gravity lenses to concentrate the photons. Which, yeah, I mean that sounds right. That sounds reasonable. You see, we got now these got warpers in. They can send shuttles out to interstellar places, and there's some green science coming in. So what's the next thing we got? This, which is going to take about 50 seconds. Ah, this is exciting. All of this science and stuff is going to get done. Science, and I can do this, which means mass energy storage. Photons can be inverted into antimatter and hydrogen under the effect of supermagnetic field. Cool. So that will give us a use for hydrogen. Which ironically will need a lot of power in order to make the antimatter, to make more power. But look at that, that blue science is really getting sucked up now. So very soon we're going to be providing more. You must provide more. But we want to make sure all of this is extracted. So do that. Pop those back in there. Dyson sphere no latitude limit. Great. Haven't got. Did I do frame components or something? I'll have to go back to Scorpio to see what I did around. What I did, but yeah. And you know what? Let's upgrade those. That should provide a good out. This one is empty now, so I can get rid of it. And lots in there, so let's just do a few more outputs. Like that. There we go. And so what we're doing now, what research is this? Universe exploration. Interview the vein reserves and rare vein details in all planetary systems. That is cool. There are rare veins in your finding will greatly increase your productivity. That is very, very true. So, yep. Mecha core level is 4. Oh, okay. Current upgrade data. So it's showing like things which are going to be upgraded as well as new technologies. But this is cool. I mean, the mecha core is going to be next. So, look at that. Able to view the rare vein details of all planetary systems. Wow, that is so cool. So, go out of that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make sure I'm near a wireless power tower because I'm about to get a lot more energy soon. But if I go out to the star map view, let's say, well, I know what's there, but it's telling me, and it's got all those signals. This one, we got sulfuric acid, coal and stone, hydrogen deuterium. This one, fire ice, fractal silicon, sulfuric acid. Yeah. So it's telling me that there's signal tech. It's not telling me what's there. So there's a B-type star. Usual sulfur. Kimberlite ore, that's good. That can be converted direct into diamond. What about this one here? Crude oil, fractal silicon, organic crystal. Nice. What about this one? So what's the furthest star away? I mean, this one here is really far away. And look at that, we can see what's there. You increase the core limit of all of the mecha. So, look, my mecha core is, it's big. Yep, and the game's saved successfully, that's good. Apparently there are crashes when you build a Dyson sphere. It may just also be due to very large file sizes, so we shall see. But I'll try and do this until I can charge up as much as possible. And ray transmission efficiency, yeah, that's good. Come on, go faster than that. Solar energy loses less energy, higher transmission efficiency. Nice. So what we've got next, vertical stacking, which will mean 2 more layers to the labs and 1 more layer to the storage. That's going to take 2 minutes, it says. This is great. I mean, this bit is not so ideal. But that's good. So we're finally getting rid of the excess of those. Excuse me, can hold it in. So there we go, do that. Okay, and we're going to do another blue one. So the blue one come out here. There we go. There's some more blue. What we got over there, 240 hashes a second, so long as you can keep it supplied with all the research it demands. But I think this is pretty good. I mean, I'm not even 100 hours into the game and I've got the green science, and this is my first playthrough, so I'm just sort of stumbling around doing bits and bobs here and there. It doesn't even get to that bit. I think after this research, logistics carry engine. No, carry on. You absolutely carry on. But I was going to say, let's give it a little break with the research so that all of these can stop things. That's it, we're done for green science. We're going to have to wait for more to come in, and not much is coming in, so that's our bottleneck for the moment. And I think we've got a yellow science. No, yellow science is done for. So let's go here. Make sure there's an outlet for the yellow science. The yellow science is the inner ring. Right. So if that's the inner ring, then we'll go this one. Yellow. Do that. There's a new consignment of the green. Pattern. There's an actor, Rutger Hauer, and I was remembering the other day where he was in an episode of hey, look at that. So logistics drones, they fly faster. Logistic vessels, they navigate faster. I assume navigate and fly is the same. It's the same thing. But that's great. Range utilization, yep. And then after that, we just got one more, which is the Dirac conversion process for the processors and processing. And blue, we still got a load of blue. Red, oh yeah, still a lot of red. It's just green where we lack the green. It's obscene to be green. So what, do I go to 168 score PE? There's some blues. Can I put any more of these on? Nope. How's that for something? Alright, so 168 score PE. Surely just follow a trail of shuttles going from one place to the other. Don't know where to go exactly. So, there's Kelb. Yeah, but where's 168 score PE? It's kind of there-ish. Kelb, HDE. 168 score PE. And I'm still limited to 12.5 AUs per second. I was hoping more for a faster speed there. But hey, extra capacity, right? Oops, that hurts. Years away, we're gonna make it. Yeah, make it. Now, which part? I think it was the volcanic ash planet, which is a moon of the gas giants. So there's the gas giant release, but I can't remember the moons. I saw you. There you are. Next land on the planet. And what we got? We got one that's complaining about a lack of power, so let's ameliorate that post haste. Do some of this here. That's making the plane filters. So how quickly can we recharge? We have got some fuel on this. means utilization. That needs all the colours that we've got. Alright, well that's cool. We've got science. Now admittedly the flurry of activity was all gone once we got rid of the what we had, and only 160 megawatts. No. Must have more than that. And I've got all this. Where's this? Hang about. Where's the Dyson? There's no Dyson swarm. Well, how did that happen? Why is there no Dyson swarm? The Dyson swarm. Where's the Dyson swarm? We're supposed to have like these huge like arrays which fire solar cells, and they don't have any solar cells. And why don't you have any solar cells? I mean, where's the solar cells coming from? Why don't I have solar cells? Honestly. I mean, look, here's a thing that makes solar cells, and it hasn't got graphene. And why haven't you got graphene? It's obscene you don't have graphene. And you don't have any graphene. Why don't you have any graphene? How do I make graphene? Graphene, what do I need? I need fire ice. So why don't we have the graphene coming here? What's up with that? I should go to the other planet then, living moon. I should investigate as to why it's not producing the graphene. This was a bit of a disappointment. Oh look, it's just further out, so there it is. So I'll go on to the lava planet and say, you, why would you no longer furnish us with graphene? To what end are you doing this? So where's the facility what produces graphene? It's just you at the end, you don't have them, right? I can fix that. So we just need to put it in and put it up. There it goes. So that's inside. You make graphene, and you've made as much as you can, and you can't make any more because of the hydrogen. Do I do with this hydrogen? How on earth do you get rid of this hydrogen? I mean, I can only store it in these for so long. Well, I really hope that antimatter will be like, yeah, you can use hydrogen, and then hydrogen will go, and you'll be cool. It'll all be good. We'll see. But in the meantime, at the very least, I've got masses of storage for this, which has done quite a few hours, so you know that's good. So there, now we should have production of graphene from firearms again. And likewise, another facility over here, not as efficient, but it does something. So that's good. Real nuisance about that hydrogen though. Let's just attach your logistics systems. Well, let's make available hydrogen. So hydrogen. Yeah, you definitely make it. We'll do a local demand. There we go, and that should start importing hydrogen for export. And you're full. You are full. You are not full. So you too, you demand hydrogen, you make it available for supply. And these will have shuttles, so I'm hoping that will be preferable to getting hydrogen from the gas jar. So I'm hoping that will make the hydrogen bottleneck situation much better than what it was. Fingers crossed. Oh, I think we'll be alright for it. We can always do a new graphene station on the other plant as well. Just in the meantime, let's have a look at the power demand here. 346 megawatts, yeah, there's no ray receivers here, it's just fusion and solar. Very advanced forward there. See that Dyson swarm is being rebuilt. Go here, for example, 4 point something kilowatts, yeah. If I go a bit further, this one has got 593 kilowatts. Of course, I imagine that it's probably not going to be ideal. That's right overhead. That's 593 kilowatts. What's the thing I imagine? I imagine something. Yes, as more pollution enters the atmosphere, then that will affect the efficiency, because not as much light will get down to the solar cells. However, I don't think pollution is really a factor in this game. At least it hasn't. I mean, I like to pretend it is. It's like, oh, well, that's a nice jumping planet. I'll just have the hydrogen and fusion there. So we go back to this one here. Zooming on in. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. 100% satisfaction. Yep. 187 megawatts. We got here. The strength says it's 100%. Dyson sphere status 14 megawatts. So we go here. Yep. 15 megawatts. Because there's only 260 solar cells in orbit. But at least we're producing solar cells again, which means that they are being distributed towards the railways. And yep, there's a bunch of solar cells. So as soon as they go over the horizon, they'll be able to start firing in earnest. And you're no longer supplying that, so let's clear and reset. Alright, so we got green science. We just had a bit of a shutdown as the power went out because we weren't producing graphene, because we had an excess of hydrogen which we could not get rid of. Oh, what a faux pas that was. What an oversight. Just to forget. But at the same time, it goes to show how quickly one can do fault finding on a system like this. And oh bugger, it's 9:30. I've completely forgotten. Anyway, I think I'm done with the recording for now. We've established green science and it's all working, so thank you very much for watching.